every year in March we have Women's History Month, and so this year, as typical in the past 2 years, we'll be interviewing women who I believe are instrumental in helping this district run well and are impactful to everything that we do. And so to my left today, I have someone who is really, really important, not just to the district, but to the superintendent. So to my left, I have Lisa Suden, who is very nervous about interviewing. I'm not sure why, because we sit and talk probably all day long. And she is really, really an important person in my life and helping me be successful. So I'm not going to get emotional, but I am going to ask you some really hard questions. So be prepared and watch this. A bit about how you came to the district, and then how your position, you've evolved in your positions to now being what I would call the woman behind the woman, right? This is the person who make sure that I am where I'm supposed to be, what I'm supposed to be doing, and also gives me a lot of counsel. And it's not easy to counsel the superintendent, and she does a really good job. She uses a lot of humor. Sometimes it's not humorous, sometimes she's really upset with me, but she does really, truly an amazing job of keeping me focused on my role and my responsibility, and always keeping me in line with what I'm here for, which is for the students and our staff. So I am very grateful to her. But I want to talk about her story and how she came to the district. So you started here around 1999, maybe 2000?
2000. I moved up here from the city at the end of 1999. I still continued working in Manhattan. But the commute, and I had young kids, so I decided to see what Orange County had to offer. And I tried subbing upstairs, and it felt like a good fit. The district was a good fit for me.
And then when did you become, I believe that you started to work for
Pat Savino?
Yes.
Initially, I worked for Dr. K.
Okay.
Yeah, in the Gifted and Talented office.
Sandy K.
Mm-hmm. And after that, I went over to full-time staff development
with Pat Savino.
Pat Savino. Mm-hmm.
And then when did you end up coming to the Ed Center for C&I?
That was 2009.
Okay.
Yeah,
So then in 2009, we sort of met. Was it 2010?
Yes.
When I was part-time building principal and part-time secondary curriculum and instruction.
Yes.
Right. And then we met. So talk about that. What was it like having this little fiery person come and disrupt your world?
Well, I think that at the time, I was still, getting to know people. But Elsie, as you know, you are the type of person that once you meet, you're so engaging that I felt very connected to you.
And I did with you. You were very funny. You know what? You got my sense of humor.
Yeah.
You were amazing.
Yeah, we did. We do get each other's sense of humor.
And then, yeah, because it would really be bad if we did. We spent so much time together. So then then I left. I became superintendent, and then you were the secretary to Eric Hassler.
Yeah.
I know those were tough days for you. And you survived them. But then I got you back.
Yes.
And when did you become the secretary to the superintendent?
During COVID, actually. It was, I think, September or October of 2020.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. So it was
we were
during
remote.
COVID. Yes. Okay.
So.
And you did an amazing job once again, and continue to do it. We do good work, right? We do. We really do. We're very proud of ourselves. As I said before, this is the woman behind the woman, right? Usually it's the woman behind the man, and in this case, it's girl power. You have a female superintendent, and I just would like to hear maybe some words of wisdom. Maybe something that you think women leaders, because I think you're a woman. You're also a leader, right? I put a lot of responsibility on you to lead this office and actually sort of lead me, right? Because I think part of your job is to help me be organized, be on time, but even more than that, I think even be reflective. I think one of the things that you do sometimes, and I need it, is to say, Elsie, we should think about this. Because I trust you implicitly, I think you trust me, and I think that I truly value your opinion. So you're sort of like my other person who talks to me. So is there anything that you would say to other women leaders that is important for them to think about? And that,
my first thought is, I think it boils down to, respect each other, respect the styles that people have, and I think you do a very good job of that. And I think I do a good job of that as well. I think that's the basis of our successful relationship.
yeah, and I think that one of the things that you do really, really well is that you manage this office. Sometimes you get people that are upset with me, and it has nothing to do with you, and you do a very good job of being respectful whoever calls to this office, and sort of being that front. I believe that every secretary is the face of the office, right? And so you've had a really good impact on the people that have come here. No one has ever come and said Lisa is unprofessional. You've been nothing but a great face to the office.
Thank you.
And you have a beautiful face, and you're wearing that red lipstick, which I'm so proud of you for wearing. I absolutely love it.
That's my contribution.
Thank you.
I tried to coordinate with you through my lips.
If there's some advice that you can give to your younger self, what would you give?
I would say to my younger self to have confidence in myself, to build up my confidence, to take more chances, to respect myself more with
Maybe decisions that you make?
decisions, faith in myself.
And that's a great message for young women, right? I think that young women today sometimes struggle with that confidence and that respect, and that all the things that you mentioned are really important, and sometimes as young women we doubt ourselves.
I think that women, I think we're coming along, and but I do think that women need to have other women champion them.
And speaking of that, so you're going to get this beautiful button. I'm actually going to give it to you. This is the button that each recipient, and it reads, "Empowered women empower women." So I think that this is the button. I'm going to give it to you.
Thank you.
And I want you to know that, it does match your lips. I want you to know that you are an empowered woman, right? And so your responsibility is going to be to empower other women. Whether the next superintendent is a male or a female, you're going to see young women. And I think some of the things that you said really resonated with me about helping people be confident, have faith in yourself, have trust in yourself, have respect for yourself. And I think that, it is Women's History Month, but it is also, we're in an educational field where we see so many young women, and if any young woman is watching this, to know that, you've come a long way from the young woman that you are, and being the superintendent secretary is a very, very tough and has a lot of responsibility, and you've done that so beautifully, so eloquently.
Thank you.
And these are all important positions. So I thank you. I will miss you.
Thank you, Elsie. Thank you for giving me the opportunities that you have to help me grow professionally and personally, and our friendship.